Well. So the reason why I will not get a repair of the whole year of this nightmare disaster wet room. It's not a wet room, it's a disaster zone. There's underneath all the floorboarding, right? All this block of flats around my area, East United Kingdom, is because it's built on tunnels underneath all of this. So the floorboarding is raising. This has been going on with Saga, one of my previous videos about this on his channel. Spent resting in bed again, injuries, and there's nothing new in the letter by this housing company, United Kingdom Head Office UK, using statute law processes going around 360 back to square one again. So yeah, disabled people, the agenda. No housing, not even clicked for habitation. Excuse me, don't forget about the housing 1989 and 1989. 1988, 1989 Landlord and Tenant Statute Law, I think it's Statute Act, Section 11. Well, basically, if you're unable to use part of your home, you need to have a reduction in the rent. And then also to put a claim in, well, we can't even do that now because of the cutbacks in all areas nationally, United Kingdom. So it's not just on the housing disrepair, it affects the health, everything. It's extra cost on the public purse, all of this. So dismissal again of the reason why I ended up in hospital last year, according to public servants who failed to even defend themselves when I'm in a public funded NHS type hospital. And the blackness, yeah, I know. My mate's trying to balance me in this manual wheelchair and I can't cope because of my injuries. Yeah, she's on the phone. Got two of my friends there. So all of these old equipment need to be taken away because I don't be able to use it, and all of this assumption. Who keeps bloody well doing that? Someone's going mad on Facebook, posting like hell this time of night. Don't know where they did, but they're going like mad every 5 seconds. Sorry about the interference, that noise. Anyway, black as spades, all of this bloody, yeah, it's all black. It's worse underneath the floorboarding. So all these plastic sheets around, my mate's going to put some more down because they've just done some washing for me. Bit late, I know, but I've had to be rested all day. So there's no remedy. And across the road from me, my mate's helped me do that amendment documentation today while I've been resting to do a counterclaim back and correction before we bottle yet again. But because of the Northamptonshire Trading Limited replacement of Northamptonshire Adult Services Limited and the Olympics Care Services Limited, well, the new company, all embedded into one. Anyway, the previous stream and video of that was already done. I got injured the other day, my wheelchair crashed. Oh gosh, my body's going to take forever to heal, my right side. So I am not in a good state right now. Anyway. Yeah, so basically in a nutshell, there's no remedy. The cutbacks in my area it's just one part of many issues facing many like me. So I've gone through this roundabout of processes for years in this bloody place, and I can't wait to see the back of it, but where do I go? Is the biggest question. When you have medical equipment coming out your bloody ears, and not literally though, but it's very complex and very bloody a nightmare, because there's not even one lawfully thinking about business and corporations, the way they work, will allow their employees excuse me, to step foot in this place, let alone provide any short-term care. Because of this unsafe. I'm not going to tolerate or consent to their presumptions of me personally, because they're just men and women. Yet they are public servants. Yes, the word servants, no, do nothing against men and women in that job role, but that's the title. As to the contract, is with the public company, funded by the public. And we work with a man and a woman, the public. So they need my consent to do anything lawfully and honourably. But they won't be doing it in the lawful due process as meant to happen, because of the deliberate crashing of every damn public service you can think of. But it's always the agenda anyway. So it was already planned a long time ago. So what you might hear in the mainstream media, just know that's already planned behind the scenes a long time ago. So I'm the only one in this block of flats, singled out, discriminated, victimisation, discrimination, you name it, it's going on. So long. Do they give a shite? No. I'm the only physical disabled individual in this area. Yeah, so they're quite geared up to go into an empty flat. It's known as asset management, financial different pot of funds by a national company, Home Group Limited. Head office in Newcastle. So if you use their own procedure, you look at people's reviews on Home Group Limited. They've got a Facebook page, Home Group. It's a corporation, it's a company. So nobody gives a shit. All they want to do in construction is build for profit new properties. So when I found out, and I'm going to find the history research, my mate's going to help me do that in a minute. This years ago, in the 50s, 60s, was built on an old railway station. So it's interesting, the history, but if there's underground tunnels, well, you can build yourself an underground bunker or something. I mean, I joked about that the other day with my neighbour. Certain individuals he's connected to knows about this. So, of course, underneath this flooring is the black wooded flooring, and underneath that is a type of compressed type, foam type flooring that's not concrete. So in a modern type environment, i.e. what a wet room is meant to be like, it needs to have that basis, a concrete floor underneath the floor joists of these wooded floor. I didn't know that because I've never needed a wet room before. Since 2010, I didn't even know this wasn't a proper wet room. I've never had one before until the ceiling, water seal behind me, was basically it'd been leaking ever since I moved in here. So got one over, ended up in a wheelchair, and it's been leaking all these years. And it's affected the next door kitchen flooring behind me in the hallway. Absolutely disgusting. So the big thing is they put the owners onto me so they can escape a way of paying compensation for loss of use of my bloody wet room. My mates have to carry like buckets of water, hot and cold, dangerously. But the bloody public servants don't give a shite how I'm trying to survive. No. You try and explain that to their tick box exercise system they bloody use. on housing out companies or whatever they want to call it nowadays. They don't give a shite. So my kindness on my private eye friends are struggling like bloody hell. Who gives a shite? Nobody. So they got to my bloody family, the BS arseholes out there, to make sure they blinking lie. Yeah, really discredit your character. So that's all a gender anyway. And I don't give a shite because it sticks and stones, as they say. And it's just sick, perverted, corrupt, bloody arseholes out there that don't give a shite about anyone but themselves. And that's the world we're living in. But out of the all messed up world, there are kind people still about. That's one good thing I found out. It's difficult to find the decent hearts out there with good people, with good intentions. And there's a few. But the ones I'm dealing with in the important matters are always BS. So the full rebuttal's already been done. And that could get emailed on Monday. Oh, they don't give a shite if you're going through shit in the aspect of bereavement or ill health. No, the system still ticks over like a bloody conveyor belt. And they don't give a shite for those that are struggling like hell. So the croonies across the road, well, they're all bunched the same nationally anyway. They're all out for themselves, and it's a sick, pathetic world. Anyway, we just do our bit, and good job my mum taught me the basics to survive with nothing, you know. So, buckets of water, been coping. About to have a bed bath anyway, because I ain't really blinking moving past 2 days. Oh. I'm having 4 bloody days out of 7 at the moment. It's 5 days out of 7 in bed. I really am physically unwell. But they don't give a shit. Really don't give a shit. Excuse my bluntness. But they don't. It's just commerce and profit making. That's all they see is men and women these days. They want to, the only way I could describe it, if you know anything about any old movies, I like period movies, period history. And the poorhouses. There doesn't need ever to be like that. But that's how they're going back to institutional style environments. So big corporations profit off the sick, the elderly, disabled, and take the kids away. I mean, come on, this is all about divide. And then turn against people, against each other. I had this disabled hate crime. Right? Real serious shite outside my bloody flat. Trying to see what the commotion was about the park. They haven't fixed nothing. They just make sure I can't access a public park in my wheelchair. It's damn well unsafe. Western Power Distribution Limited. Yeah, I'll name them. And the company they locally hired in my area. The 2 blokes are behind it. Did I get an email apology? No, nothing. Why should I? I ain't going to report it to the police because the police are shite in doing anything with disabled hate crime. Don't even get me started about in statute law, disability forum. That's a load of BS because I know who runs it. The public servants are puppets on a string. They ain't got no interest in the ordinary man and woman. I'm talking about those CEOs, those profiting on the misery of others, those set up fake charities, fake this, fake that, just for their own gain. Do you know what really you find kindness in people are those that got nothing anyway, and they go out their way? You find me a businessman or woman out there that really gives a shit that somebody's lost their job, they're homeless on the street, or they're living in temporary accommodation and they've got kids and they're struggling like hell, or they're being sanctioned or found fit for work when they're not, and all this shite going on. And why do you think? There is cutbacks in, well, the waiting list to try and get independent support. When PIP assessment, well, that's null and void. Why do you think the advocacy side of things have disappeared for weeks? Why do you think a so-called public servant, healthcare professional, deliberately, just have your break and leave vulnerable people on their own devices? You see, they see those less able-bodied as a commodity, as nothing really. It's United Kingdom, Great Britain. Well, I know it's a corporation, but that's the point. But this isn't just one area of United Kingdom. You think about what other people are going through throughout the United Kingdom, and then you look at the bigger picture, and then you just bloody well give up because it's all just shite. It's just corrupt. So there isn't going to be a remedy because they want. I have lawful rights. Anybody does as a secure tender and statute law. So I've been doing this as a deliberate targeting at me personally. They're doing it to me personally. It's personal. It's not about. You think about it. If you've gone through lawyers, you've gone through all the mainstream statute system, shelter and all this BS. They don't do nothing. You think about it. Who's got the energy to photocopies all this documentation? There's masses of emails and paperwork. I ain't got all that energy. They rely on that to give in. I ain't giving in. I've fully rebutted everything. My mate helped me do the document attachment by email. But that was shut them up the arse, wasn't it? Bloody arseholes. It stinks of rotten whatever. But it's mould. It's making me ill. And if I didn't have my mum's DNA, I don't know how I'd be carrying on, I tell you. Really don't. When they kick your peeing door in to save your life and you suddenly lose your health. Yeah, last year. And you think a public servant could give a shite to refer to third party, whatever it's meant to have been, because I knew everything's changed since years ago. You would think that those dickheads that abused me in my fucking home would be held accountable, that dropped me off a fucking hoist and burns to my body and mentally and verbally abused me in my own pissing home. You can go and do one. Don't think you're coming anywhere near me again. I ain't giving in. I know the bloody tricks or the bloody corruption going on there, what you're doing. Thousands of people don't because they don't get. It's just pure luck, I know, some stuff. But this is the biggest reason why they don't want to do anything around here. They've had a year. They've had enough. And my time is to fight back. And don't walk all over me, no bloody arseholes out there. You ain't going to get away with it. You think, what, just because someone's physically and complexly illness, you think they're, what does really the word vulnerable mean? In Black's-Law Dictionary edition 2nd or 4th, for example. Anybody can look it up. You know, labels are just that. You need labels for the pharmaceutical industry. You need labels for the commerce, for business industry. Allegedly, they see men and women, you got this, you got that. I am not incapable of speaking up for my bloody self. And I'm going to do much more of that. But not necessarily on this channel. Because it's always monitored, this channel. I can back up every damn thing. And I always will and shall. Because that's my mum's DNA for you. She was a pain in the bloody arsehole butt, my mum. I ain't going to be kind. All those things she did to me. And to my daughter. and then my elder brother, and then that's my half brother, by the way. He's trained in neuristic, it's not mind control, neuristic NLP practitioner since 2004. Oh, how convenient. You see, I got a sharp memory. I remember what him and his bloody wife did to me. I remember when I first moved up this area, what he did to his bloody, well, certain family members. I witnessed a lot and I remember every damn thing. But the good bits I remember my mum, definitely. It's not her fault. It's unfortunate things have happened. And sometimes you can't let the past dwell on you because it drops you down, and those bastards are one then. And it's very hard work to work on oneself psychologically and genuinely in life. Definitely. I can only speak firsthand about all this. So yes, I'm extremely frustrated because I'm so injured. But also I just know that more of those that are able to speak up for those, I'm not speaking up for nobody else, just me. But if I can wade in with the evidence of factual first-hand knowledge just to point someone in the right direction for someone else to do their own research, then fair do. I'm not in that position. I mean, what all these bloody people thinking, oh, let's just pay somebody to claim the live birth record. For God's sake. The Crown Corporation owns the birth certificate name. I've learnt all this shite years ago. I don't bother with it all now. You can go down too many rabbit holes and lose yourself. So I don't bother anymore. I just focus on here and now. That's all you can do, I think, sometimes. You can't think about the future. It's not happened yet. And you can't think about the past and all these bloody, gotta do this, gotta have a holiday, get off the bloody rat race and take a moment for yourself. Well, I well damn well. I mean, the targeting don't stop. I know what's going on with all that BS. I know who's behind it. I didn't marry certain Freemasons over the years for nothing, not find out things. You come across certain things in public servants, high precision, fake political idiots that have no clue what goes on in reality on ground earth. Hello, get off your high horse and live the day on the life of somebody like me, then you know what it's like. Anyway, so I don't speak about things I know. I can dish up so much dirt that would last years and years, and that are the things people are trying to do, but it's not worth my while. It's not one I'm living around here. I'm not afraid of no dickhead, you know. They're just a bunch of sad gits with no decentness about them. They think they're protected by the lodges. Oh, goodness me. Protected by the, oh, I know this individual. I know that individual. Well, so what? I've met with the best of them, you know, over the years. I'm not here to name and shame the people I, rubbed shoulders with over the years. In my younger years, not that old, but in former life, I could easily quite do. If I really wanted that kind of upper class kind of lifestyle, I would have married the guy years ago. I would have been a title lady of the manor by now. But I was raised differently, and I thank goodness for that, because I'm not one to use and cause any harm when I'm stressed to anybody. I'm the one that gets set up. Fake information is deliberate, because that's why they want to shut you up. I'm just now careful and very practical and realistic now. And it's taken me years to get out of the head of too many rabbit holes, if you know what I mean, and just live life for what it is now. Little things at a time, you know. So whatever's going to happen. It's about how you are spiritually within your soul, you know. And we're messing about with so much, you know, the water, and not just this housing disrepair. I mean, that's big enough. But the water, there's so many subjects out there. You could spend your lifetime bloody well research, but you forget about living otherwise. Just taking simple little things in the messed up world we're living in, the corruption we're living in. So I'm living with the corruption as I speak. So the only way I'm dealing with it is my own way, and honourably and lawfully. And I know what they've done and keep doing to me. I know it's totally BS. And so thousands and thousands and many women around the world is going through a lot. Just look at certain subjects, not going to make it public and what I know about that on this channel. We're not that bloody stupid. Because I know they like to play back this stream and monitor what I might or might not say. Because you do not, if you think there really is freedom of speech, think again. We're living in very trying times. In such an extreme measures you just would not even comprehend unless you learn and know subjects. But good luck to those that are already off the radar, off the grid. Good luck to those that are able to seek remedies and claim the live birth record. That's my alarm. Time to cut this straight. I just appreciate the honesty of good, honest people. There are still about. It's very hard to find. And when you learn life the hard way, you start to suss people out on what their real intentions are. So, unfortunately, they ain't going to be building a new wet room. They can be putting me into a control institution. Whatever that might be like, I will make sure it's lawful and honourable. But I won't be having these 7 different females a bloody week again like they did before. Yeah, you use their system to hold people accountable, you ain't going to get anywhere, because why? They have a bloody image to protect. Why do you think all the national media's all over the bloody place about this county council? Public funded company. It's deliberate crashing everything United Kingdom. Anything public funded. Because it's privatisation and business. It's an agenda behind it all. So that's what I mean. I'll find a remedy that's going to take me certain situations I ain't going to mention online. That I shall be doing. And I will. I don't. But in a small way. The main priority for the moment is the funeral one. Yes. So, no doubt, you never get a moment's peace. I dislike is the best word to use, I suppose. The corrupt lies of certain individuals I know personally who's behind certain things. I know the truth. I really know the truth, what's been going on for a while. But they want to give the illusion of something's happened and can't make that public, but I know about things offline. Sometimes I wish I didn't know half the things I know. But I can't switch the mind off just like that once your mind's waking up to subjects, you know. So this is just one. This channel started off about the weather, engineering, turn into housing, turn into my health, turn into corruption. Oh gosh, what a life. Anyway, take care. I'm going to rest and switch off. Do you know something? I watched a really good movie last night. Period movie. Film. It really was a nice change. To switch your mind off and just to, well, I have no choice because the body was in agony. And I'll be doing that shortly. I've got somebody's messaged me that I know there's an event going on tomorrow. And I just, if it's, don't know what the weather's going to be like, but it's local to me and it's accessible in my wheelchair, and I can just sit there and rest and hopefully have a bit of toxic air if the weather's the way it is. So if you're going through hard times yourself and you think there's no remedy, just hold on in. Really do hold on into your gut instincts about things. Takes time, takes patience. It really does in the messed up world we're living in many subjects. Really do. I live it. I live all this. Never expected to, but that's life. Sometimes, eventually, you'll learn to realise you'll eventually come through it. I knew all this period of my life would be extremely hard again. And it's just going to take one thing at a time. You can't, if there's pressures just pushing on you, sometimes you have to stop and just turn off your devices and just have a moment for yourself. And that's important when you know so much. Just switch your mind up and put some meditation music on or something. So even disabled people go through shite unlawfully. You have to apologise by my bitterness sounding today, because I am feeling a bit bitter and peed off. But I will get there. Unfortunately, I think it's just my frustration and my body injuries. So I'll get there. But God bless, keep safe, and don't forget, keep your chin up. And you bloody croonies out there, you know who you are. By playing back my video and monitoring what I'm saying. It's sick. You didn't turn up, did you? You bloody Freemason police when I got one over. I know why. I've got all the proof of evidence I need. I'll come after you lot. But I won't come after you in the mannerism you think, because I know what you did to me years ago and who you used to do it. You see, I don't forget. You're going to have to answer your, what do they call it? What comes around comes around, or something like that. They're going to have to meet the maker. You see, decent, ordinary men and women in Freemasonry, no problem. But when they do it for the evil, negative purposes and vengeance, that's not a decent individual with a good heart. I know the blinking difference by now. I was married to a 33-degree Mason. I met really good High Court judges and got to know what they really get up to. So I laugh really what they used to get up to behind the scenes and these parties and stuff. I've got to see all sorts. But it's not for this show. We're not on the show, is it? It's not for this stream today. So all these channels out there that keep going on with the BS and fake information, get off the internet, read a book, do your own research. Go back to the old school way of doing things. Technology is not always to advance the individual. Stimulate your mind, your brain cells. If you hopefully you've still got some left with all these toxins in the air and everything. I'll get there. And many of us are going through a lot. We'll get there. It just takes time. So God bless. I'll get remedy either way. It won't be quite what I like, but you know, try and error. Living through this maze of life. God bless. Sign out.